Hello everyone, this is Professor Reha and welcome back to AI and Somnium Files. I just slugged my microphone. Alright, we should be okay now. Now we were in Hitomi's sink, Somnium, excuse me, so let's go pick this Pikmin.
A flower bud. I cannot identify the variety.
It's a giant Pikmin. I don't think worship is the appropriate reaction to this. I want to figure out the type.
I cannot identify the type of flower in this state.
Well, what good are you?
It appears to be some kind of lily.
Well, that is at least helpful. But it has no significance to me because I know
bud.
startlingly little about lilies. Let's smell it. That's not how you go about smelling plants, but okay.
What happened?
She went on a
It
drug
doesn't
trip.
have any particular smell, but for some reason I nearly blacked out.
Interesting.
Maybe it's poisonous. Be careful.
What's this? Caring words from you, Date. What are you hiding?
Oh, that hit him kind of hard. Damn. Come on,
I cannot
Iva.
identify the variety.
He was, being nice. Just say thank you.
Worship it?
Yeah.
I will pray to it as though I am mourning the dead.
Interesting, but I can see where she's coming from, given that it's probably a type of lily. And this works. Of course, it's the last thing I tried, but okay. Awesome.
It bloomed a little?
I don't
Kind
know
of
what
disturbing.
caused it, but it's better than nothing happening.
That's fair. Light it up. Yeah. Getting all lit out here. Oh, wait. Hold on. I detect a trail of fireflies. Is there anything else I should be aware of? Rock 1. Rock 2. Alright, let's follow the trail of fireflies. Okay. I guess we're looking at the hole in the tree.
I may be able to fit inside.
Thinking, yeah. Let's peek inside. Let's peek inside. Let's see what's going on in here.
I cannot see anything. It is unnaturally dark.
That's fair. I
Did you
respect
notice
that.
anything?
I did hear the faint sound of the wind.
Interesting.
It must be hollow
Did
on
it
the
whisper
inside.
to you? Alright, so we go
A
in then.
hole in a tree.
Stick hand in. Why not?
I am not going to be eaten or anything, right?
I make no promises. Your face.
Whoa!
Ah, you have been kidnapped. It's like that clip there, that meme clip where the kid gets sucked
I
under the
fell,
fabric
but
thing.
I am still in the forest.
It's
You're just
darker
in a
than
deeper
before.
layer. What is this, Etrian Odyssey?
What? Is someone there?
No. Oh, wait,
That
there is.
voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming from.
Somebody...
5 minutes left, Date.
Yeah, get over yourself. Somebody yelling out, hey. Oh, it's past the plant. Interesting. This is... Ah, no, I have made a small error. Hold on. I went the wrong way. It curves around the tree. Oh, it's Renju. Hey, man.
Renju Okiura.
Young Renju. This is a tough one. Do I talk to him or do I flirt with him? That dashing man. Talk to him first.
Renju, what are you doing
You should never
in a
flirt
place
with someone
like
you've
this?
never met before.
He won't answer.
Not in a place like this, at least.
Interesting. What's he doing in the forest, though? What forest is this, anyway?
Renju Okiura.
Hit him.
This is for neglecting your responsibility to
Wait,
Mizuki, you
that was-
coward.
The best
No
dodge
use.
ever.
I can't hit him.
That's
This
a shame.
Renju is still a teenager. He wouldn't know Misuki yet.
This is when he was responsible,
Renju
which is a weird thing to say.
Okiura.
4 minutes.
Get over yourself.
Yoo-hoo, Renju. Come get some of this.
What is this? Really?
Come on.
Sorry, that was a bad idea.
She's...
Don't apologize. This is Renju's fault for having bad taste.
I don't
Renju
know if
Okiura.
necessarily his bad taste was the problem, but I would like to
He
point out the
looks
fact that that was
young,
weird
But this
as
is
hell.
definitely Renju Okiura as he appeared approximately 20 years ago.
Okay.
That's a long time ago.
That was not long before... Well, that's all we've done with Renju? That's all we can do with
Renju
Renju. Okay, thanks for the 1/4 timey and the timeline, I guess. I threw away a lot of time on that, but sure. Here's the second hole in the tree.
A hole in the tree. It looks about as big around as a soccer ball.
That's a fairly specific description. Let's stick your hand in there.
I am not going to be sucked in, am I?
I still make no promises. If you get sucked into that hole, though, I'm going to be very impressed.
That's strange. It should have worked.
Did you want to see me get sucked in?
It would have been interesting, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, that
A
plan
hole
miserably
in the
failed.
tree.
Scream at it.
The Emperor is naked!
Alright, I'm gonna be really honest. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay. What about the Empress, though?
The Empress is naked!
Sounds like my kind of empire. Let's move there. I don't see anything.
Nor do I.
That was completely wasteful.
A hole in the tree.
I'm just experimenting with a lot of things and having no idea what I'm doing here, but they're all short
I will
times,
do
so
my
I guess
best.
it's encouraged. That was somehow effective. Nice.
This is...
Oh, this is the three of them. Renju, Mikaya, and Hitomi? I can't
picture of
remember.
Hitomi,
Monica, pardon me.
Renju,
Sorry,
and
Mikaya.
Monica.
I was not that far off.
Everyone is so young. Hold on to that.
They look like they're at a funeral. None of them are smiling. Well, I think Monica was smiling, but... Okay, where's the next trail of... What? Why are you... Oh, that's near the flower. Yeah. Okay. Can we show Renju the photo? Is that what we need to do? I can't speak, I'm sorry.
Renju Okiura.
That's what I needed. That's what I'm
Renju,
talking about.
Look at this.
Oh, bye.
Wait!
Nice talking to you.
Stop!
But he's a fake Renju. I don't think you're gonna... See, I forgot to look at the glue again. It's been so long since I've needed to look at... Oh, the Shake Renju. That's... Okay, alright. Here, I guess? Oh. Okay.
What is this hole? It wasn't here
Renju dug it
earlier.
with his bare hands. Using the power of dreams. I am so using a timey for this.
Really?
Yeah,
go ahead.
go for it.
Understood.
Just like Alice in Wonderland. YOLO. Okay, so where are you now? Atlantis.
It's even more difficult to see now.
Wait, it looks just as dark as it was
Another
before,
voice?
though.
Monica!
Oh, that's
Hitomi's
Hitomi.
voice.
Where is she? Look for her.
Alright. Oh, I guess we just follow Firefly Trail. Oops, that's a tree. I was gonna take a shortcut, but the tree stopped me.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Hold on, oh, hello, there you are. But... You run like a... I don't even know what. This... Oh, hello, thank you, random
What?
Firefly. That's kind of nice. But I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be interacting with here. Alright, let's follow this trail some more. And we come to this hideous mess of fireflies. Rock 3?
A rock.
Thank you. Kick it.
Understood.
That was a pretty good kick, though. Gonna give you that much.
My foot hurts.
I see.
My foot hurts!
Sorry.
That was pretty funny, though.
A rock.
Oh, 1/8. Very nice. We're gonna use the 1/8 on the lift.
Do what?
Just try.
Understood.
I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, did you find anything?
No, of course not.
You're gonna give yourself a hernia that way. You really should use your legs more.
A rock.
Let's investigate with only the 5 seconds. It shouldn't
This
be that
is
big
a
of a...
simple rock.
Don't
but
call it simple. It's hurtful. Damn it.
Is there any kind of pattern?
No, there does not appear to be.
So it's just a rock. Alright,
A
well,
rock.
we still have one more option. We can worship the rock.
But it's A rock.
It worked with the flower.
Bugs live in the rocks too, you know.
A
Facts.
rather Japanese way of thinking.
Just try it.
If you insist.
Come on. It only costs us 10 seconds.
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes. I now feel a sense of emptiness.
Guess it was a waste of time.
I do not want to hear that from you.
Damn, what's got you all up in a tizzy, huh? Dante's just trying to help.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, leave me alone. Oh, this is the third tree hole.
Another hole in a tree.
A
About
capybara
as big as a
is
capybara, I estimate.
abnormally specific.
Those are pretty big.
And I'm also not 100% sure it's the appropriate comparison
Leave
for a
it to
hole
me.
in a tree.
I will
The
break
soccer
it
ball was
down.
okay because,
Huh?
well,
Date, perhaps we should pursue a more peaceful route.
no.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought that was enlightening.
A
Don't
hole
judge
in
me.
a tree.
Let's scream at it. We haven't.
Hitomi! Date likes Hitomi!
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember this sink, but still.
Wait, that worked?
Hitomi stopped.
Interesting. Alright, now I need to find her. The hell is she? There she is. Good thing she's got this convenient nameplate over her head. Hey, yo.
That's Hitomi.
No kidding. These are the difficult, hard-hitting questions. Hug her?
Hitomi?
Can you hug her?
I see.
No, that was useless.
Well,
She dresses modestly, but underneath she has a curvaceous body.
What?
good work, Aiba. That's good to know.
That's irrelevant. No, that is immaterial to this investigation. Also,
That's
why are you
Hitomi.
feeling her up while you're hugging her? Isn't that inappropriate? Like, come on. Touch her. This,
Where?
non-sexually,
Well,
please.
you could, you know, touch her...
Really, Date? Come
But
on,
in
guy.
this Somnium, she might be a minor.
Her stomach. Test how soft her stomach is.
If you say so.
What? Why does that matter? That's disturbing. Stomachs shouldn't do that. No.
I touched it.
So, what's the softness situation? Tell me.
It was soft. Nice and pliant. No noticeable abdominal muscles.
Valuable information indeed. Thank you, Aiba.
But this isn't the same Hitomi you know
old pervert.
now. Also, that was completely
That's
worthless.
Hitomi.
I'm also running out of time. Talk to her.
Hitomi, what are you doing here?
Hey, that worked. Why am I
Guess she
trying all
can't
the...
hear you.
Oh,
She
okay.
looks like she's looking for something.
Okay. Do I have the time for this? Experiment?
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
I'm gonna run out of time. Give me the hole, give me the hole, give me the... Oh, come on. There it
A
is.
hole in a tree.
20 whole seconds. Okay, I'm completely doomed, but I do want to peek inside before I restart.
What is this? A web of some kind?
Well,
Nice.
it would have to be a spider web.
I have web on my face.
That was useless.
Time's
Alright.
up.
Yeah, get over yourself. I'm gonna go back to the first lock because I at least had time then. I didn't waste a whole lot of it. Okay, so it's right after that. So I wasted some time. Alright. So, coming up with a plan. Go to the hole in the tree, where the first thing
A
we
hole in
do
a tree?
is stick hand in.
I am not.
You get sucked in, and then we fall, and then there's Renju, and then we
5 minutes left,
run
Date.
over here to the second tree where we tackle it.
Oh,
Tackle that bad boy. There we go. Take the photograph. We go give that to Renju, who then falls down a hole. Alright. Then we show him the picture. He digs a hole. Everyone's happy. I've saved way more time. I have oodles of time now, so that's nice. We jump in. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, and then we
4 minutes.
go here. Skip that because that's just Hitomi wandering around. It's one of these areas here. It's this tree. Oops. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Scream at it so Hitomi stops running around. There was one thing I
3
didn't
minutes, Date.
check with Hitomi, which was inspect her.
Hitomi Sagan, like Renju. This must have been approximately 20 years ago.
Okay.
Something must have happened around that time.
Yeah, Monica died. Alright. Oh, I have to pick this up again? Damn, alright. Okay, so I've got that again. Rock. I've done all of these, but... No, I don't see any point here. The question is, what do I need to do now? Here's rock 1, if that matters.
A rock.
Investigate it?
This is a simple rock, but
What?
Is there any kind of pattern?
no, there does not appear
So
to
it's a
be.
useless rock. Got it. What do I need to do next? This is where she fell from the hole. And we have this rock here.
A rock.
Oh, my goodness. Check it.
This is a simple rock, but
Is there any kind of pattern?
no, there does not appear to be.
This has different stuff surrounding it, though.
A rock.
Lift
Less
it.
than 2 minutes, Date.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What?
Hurry.
Just try.
Understood.
Can you actually lift this one? No.
Well, did you fuck?
No, of course not.
Alright, so that wasn't it.
A rock.
Worship this one.
But it's
Gods live in the.
a rather Japanese.
Just
Let's
try
see
it.
this.
If you
Is it gonna turn out the same way? Yeah, it's okay. Kick it. And just the hurt foot. Alright. So this doesn't serve me any good. She's useless at this point. I need something to get her mobile. I guess I'll try this rock, but I'm not really expecting any results from this. I've got Tiny's out the wazoo for this. Bust this out really quick. Is this the one I already tried?
1 minute left.
Yeah. It is, actually. Whoops. What about... And yet we also have this curving around path here that passes by that rock pretty deliberately. And we have this hole in the tree, and then we have rock 1 over here. Okay, so the rocks seem to generally be useless. Yeah. There's absolutely nothing I can do with the rocks.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. I can't go back that far, but we have a better lock 2 times, so that's alright. The question is, what exactly... Yeah, this is where you... We go jump down the hole. And then what? There's rock 2.
4 minutes.
Hole in tree 3. You just run over here. Skip all the rest of that. Scream. Tackle it now? Oh, stick-handed.
I won't get some.
I didn't realize that this had become a new option. That's what I needed.
A cord
Okay.
bracelet has appeared on my wrist.
That's
Perhaps
what
it
I needed.
belongs
Well, that
to-
only
Might be
took me 3
important.
minutes to figure
Hold
out.
on to it.
That's what I needed to. Okay, where's the time?
3
There she
minutes,
is.
Date.
Yeah, I have time now. I got it. Relax, boss. Don't lie to me anymore. Stop it.
That's Hitomi.
Sick of your lies. We're gonna show you the bracelet with a quarter in case I need the time. I don't know what's
Do you
next.
remember this?
This was made by Monica, I'm assuming, or did you make it for Monica? Bye-bye.
Wait!
She runs
Follow
way
her.
slower than Renju.
On it!
Okay, good. Theoretically speaking, we should be finding Monica's corpse pretty soon. Hole 2. Yep, there it is. Alright. Boing!
If there is nothing left to do...
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When you're a hole, jump in. Do not follow this motto in real life, please. Did I just
Date, what
land
is
next to the
going
eyeball?
on?
I don't know. It's pitch black. I can't see anything.
I see. Then it is not me malfunctioning.
Well, it still might
Can
be.
you feel your way around?
I can try.
Yeah, that's there.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
Uh-huh.
Hurry.
Cluster Amaryllis. There's nothing else to look at, so this has to be it.
A Lycaris
That's
flower.
beautiful, actually. Grab it, I think?
I feel a little awkward, but...
Is that not gonna work? No, okay.
It's useless. The roots must be strong. It won't
Strong
budge.
like root.
A Lycaris flower.
Dig it up? Can you do that?
Let's do it.
You can, okay. I was kind of curious as to how that would work. That's some intense
what?
digging. It was so intense it caused an earthquake in a Somnium, which must be some kind of a
Another
cool
hole.
trick. That must be significant.
A large hole.
Jump in.
We've come
Okay.
this far. I will not protest now.
Was this intentionally designed to run over that? Because... Yo. I'm thinking, yeah. I'll just accept it for now. I mean, I used my time mostly carefully that time around. I wasted, what, maybe 30 seconds total? Oh, this is where they find her body. Oh, she dug it. Hitomi dug it. Oh, no, they both did. I can see there's dirt on both of them. But why did they know to how did they know to dig there? Okay. So she wasn't even originally stored in the... Yeah, that's Monica, all right. But how did they know to look? How did they know to look there? When did they do a 180 and conceal the body and her death? What changed? Oh, I forgot I have to actually click here. What happened? I do wonder if there's some kind of a tie into a speed.
Tell me. I think I know what happened 18 years ago.
I know some of it.
You, Monica, and Renju.
I know some
Monica
of
was
it happened.
murdered. You and Renju found
How
the
do
body
they know
in
to
the
search there,
mountains.
though? That's a really random
Brought it
place
back
to look
the
for a
cold
body.
storage warehouse.
That's also weird, too. Why did they bring it to the cold
I
storage
guess-
warehouse?
So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this
Yeah,
machine.
he had an illicit relationship with her. She would have been maybe 18 at the time he started the relationship, possibly younger.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Amen. Although I'm still not 100% sure I can believe you. The only person so far who has never once lied to me was Mama. Oh, we're playing the sad music. Okay. Okay, we're having a Mexican stare down?
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
No.
But
he's
your
gonna kill-
stomach is still... Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you, and especially not your child.
I haven't
right.
told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career
Yeah,
would be
it would
over.
be.
It's not like it was an affair. His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal.
Yeah, especially since probably at the time that they met, she was very likely in high school. And while she probably was 18, that would still be quite eyebrow-raising for a Congress or a political person.
He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school.
Okay, yeah, she was...
Don't you see how that looks?
18, 19.
He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it.
I see, and he paid for an abortion, but she didn't go through with it.
There's no way he'll accept that child.
Yep.
It's okay.
Renju's right, though.
I told him that I won't cause any trouble.
Yeah, but so is Paranoid, apparently.
But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
No, you won't.
Fine.
I
But
feel...
take this with you, just in case.
What is it? Oh, it's a Oh, that's how they knew.
It's a GPS transmitter.
Yep, okay.
Just to be extra safe.
Just like,
I really don't think I'll need it. But
Mama
okay,
had.
if it'll make you feel better.
And that's how they knew to search there. I feel really bad for these two.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan.
No, like all politicians, he was out for himself. There's no such thing as a politician actually looking out for the
I
people.
didn't understand anything.
At least not in my experience.
He tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened, and it ended in tragedy.
Yeah, he killed her.
What happened next, you already know.
Yep.
Neither Renju or I saw it happen.
Now, out of curiosity, did it
So I
actually
don't
happen
know
in
how
front of the
much this
warehouse?
is accurate, but we could guess what happened.
It did. Interesting. Why there? And then he just kills her? It's still quite a leap. Then she turns away because she doesn't think he's... Oh no. Oh, he didn't kill her. But then, who did? So... Hold on. This actually brings up the possibility that So might actually not be quite as villainous as I've been thinking of him as. I mean, I still don't trust him because, honestly, politicians are never trustworthy. But that does put it in a different light. So who killed her? So didn't want her
Dante,
dead.
You said that Monica was
Yeah,
killed
based
by
on
So,
what that
right?
scene
But
was.
that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sajima, the son of So and his late wife.
Okay, so Date. He was killed by me. Why?
Saito was 12 at the time.
Oh, wow.
12?
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know.
Because that's how he's got, yep, that's So's child, So's son, Date, was the original Cyclops killer. That was his first kill, was Monica. And then later on, what was that? Let me see, 18 years ago, he was 12, Date is 30, so that checks out. Or 30-ish. Abyss might have changed his, wait, isn't he 30? Hold on. I want to check this really quick. Persons. Date. Age. 30. Yeah, he is 30. So, 18 years ago, he was 12. Yep, killed. Okay, that checks out. So, kills her then. I believe 6 years ago was the original Cyclops killer. That would have put Date at 24. So, original Cyclops killer then. Something happened. Got amnesia. Or had his brain swapped using the sync machine. Works for Abyss.
I can't imagine.
I'm just not sure whether or not they've swapped his brain, or he genuinely had amnesia from some kind of trauma. He is missing his left eye, which is very interesting. Okay.
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything.
That's actually very generous of him. All things considered. He didn't necessarily have to throw her all the way overseas, and there is, of course, the protection of his political career, but it also wasn't necessarily a bad deal for her or the child, either. Okay. So they covered it up.
So contacted his
For
friend, The chairman of the Kumakuras.
his son's sake, because the son
He
is
asked me
12.
to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years
Yeah.
ago. That means the chairman was Rohan, not
Yep.
Momo.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
So, does that mean Rohan actually blackmailed Sosajima for influence?
Yes, with some of his men.
Or did So and Rohan already have a pretty good relationship already? I should probably
Renju
focus
told
more
me.
over here.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
Yeah, I know that much.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
Yeah, he would have to have in order to get... It makes more sense
Again,
this way, I'm gonna be honest.
Neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes.
And then they followed it.
At first, we thought she was on her way home, but we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided
And
to
you
follow
found
it.
her body out
What
in the
about
park.
the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Okay. This is the same mob doctor we've heard referenced before. Somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where. I'm having a small brain cramp. Oh, you watched them bury her?
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move.
Did
We couldn't
Renju
sleep.
have
We were
connections
barely
with them
breathing.
beforehand? And did Renju
We could only watch as it all
did Renju
unfolded.
cultivate this connection specifically to keep an eye on
Knew
them?
what the hole was for.
Like, all of the potential
But I
motives
couldn't
here
move.
that I've been working with up until
Couldn't do
now have been
anything.
completely thrown out the window in view of this new
I
information.
remember my heart beating so fast. Before long,
We good here?
Yeah, cover her.
Just a minute.
He took the eye. So that part of the story was true. Interesting.
Beautiful.
Alright.
the Kumakura people covered Monica's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
Yeah.
Monica! Monica!
They were like 18 and 19 at the time.
We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
Good question.
Don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of.
Okay, so he did already have a relationship
Anyway,
with them,
think
at least
about
to
it.
some extent.
Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then
I see.
they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be...
Yeah, because you've already seen how they did that at that time, because you'd seen them
Renju
bumping off the
convinced
old
me.
people.
He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child, and I believed him. We had to protect
I mean, to
Monica's
be
baby.
honest, he's probably right about
We
their
had to.
interest in killing the
No
child.
matter what.
Okay, so this checks out so far.
Okay. I understand.
I decided to trust him.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
So where does Sosajima come into this, where he then is able to just check up on the body whenever he's feeling insecure about it? Where does that come in?
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it.
I mean, it's a great hiding
But
place,
it's
I'm gonna
not
be
in
really
use right
honest.
now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course.
But
I'll
then
give you a key.
Sosajima
You
gets...
can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
That's actually pretty nice. I was gonna say that's a little weird, but it really isn't when you think about it. A lot of people like keep pictures of their deceased loved ones and everything. It's a similar kind of concept, but with the actual
Don't worry
body.
about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry.
See, Monica's problem was
sorry.
simply that she was too trusting, but then,
Monica.
according to this story, Sosajima didn't actually either kill her or intend her to die, so he's not quite as bad. I mean, obviously, he's still got plenty of villainous traits, but he's not as bad as I was anticipating or had been expecting him to be. So, I guess a pleasant surprise there? And then you're stuck as a single mother of a child. Renju kind of being a, oh, I'm Hitomi? Ooh. Oh, because we've swapped a little bit more of the usual, okay. Yep. Okay, so this is me kind of intruding on her memories. Renju at 19.
The mob doctor took care of everything.
I don't know who this
I have
mob
the birth
doctor is, but he is an
certificate, and I even
absolute
picked up a mother
boss.
and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like
No,
somehow
farthest from
betraying
the
Monica.
farthest from that.
she was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
I see. This is why his relationship with Mizuki is so bad. He'd seen it all before in Iris.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate...
Or did you just become
you
a
will officially
father of... No, Mizuki is 12, so this would have been... This is 18 years. 6 years later, Mizuki would be born. So he'd seen all of this beforehand with Iris and Hitomi, and that would kind of explain
Be sure to raise her
his weird
responsibly.
reaction
I'll
to...
help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh?
Okay, so that makes some sense.
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris.
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology? And the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love. And Monica reminds me of Monoko, Japanese for eye.
That's a really beautiful name, then. That's
So
more
both
beautiful than
names have something
any
to
of
do
the
with the
other
eye.
alternative explanations.
An eye, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
That's
So that's how you came up with the name?
actually awesome.
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah. I really like it.
That was a really well thought out and well chosen name, and I really appreciate that.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12.
Years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son,
And
or
little
the
does she know
Kumakuras.
that Date
I
is
feel the same way.
Saito.
But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with me for now.
I just had flashbacks to Lone Wolf and Cub.
The opportunity will come. So wait until the right moment.
Great movie series, by the way.
And
Shout
so
out.
my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully.
She turned out to be a good enough
It would
person.
only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day.
That's
My
beautiful.
hatred for those responsible never went away.
I don't
But
blame
my
you.
hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Into this calm acceptance we have today. Okay. How long did it take for the revenge to fade, though? I am kind of curious.
Mama, I'm wet. I'm wet. Sweepy. Up? Mommy, I won race today. Is Mommy proud of me?
The stages of Iris's
Mommy,
growing up.
I want to see Milky Moon again. Mommy, you are so good at dancing. Mommy, pancakes are done. Sorry, I burned it a little.
And then this is just the evolution of Iris over time.
Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it. My body dances on its own.
Okay, I mean, that's a
Mommy,
little strange, but I don't
more
think...
people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me?
Oh.
Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get
That's
better?
maybe she broke her leg.
I want to dance again with everybody.
How old was she then? 12?
Hey, Mommy!
I can't remember.
Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world! Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun!
I'm
we
just
should do
glad
it
that
again!
number 89 isn't
The
the
food
psychopathic
or the
lunatic
food
that he
fight?
portrays himself as.
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again too!
Uncle's a terrible influence.
Hey, Mommy!
Oh, it was after he got...
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it! I say go for it!
Smart girl.
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge
People
her,
live lies all the time for much longer.
but I couldn't work up the courage.
Oh, that's the lie you're referring to. Okay, fair enough.
Maybe Ranger was exaggerating, but there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monica's body to the police, So would be punished by the law.
See, the problem here is that you couldn't necessarily prove that So did it. You could prove that... You could probably prove accessory after the fact.
Mizujima's and Kumakura's crimes would
But
be
I don't think you
covered.
could pin the actual murder on him.
But that would mean Iris's secret would
Yeah,
be
and she
uncovered
wouldn't
as
really be
well.
able to take that well either,
That's what
would
I was
she?
really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father.
That's actually not my concern. My concern is that how would it affect her knowing that her real mother was dead shortly after she gave birth?
And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years.
I mean, I know a lot of people would come out and say, yeah, but you've been her mother for 18 years, so it doesn't matter that you're not blood related. And no, you're absolutely correct on that point. It doesn't matter that they're not blood related. Hitomi is definitely Iris's mother, but that doesn't it's not necessarily how Iris, an 18-year-old just coming out into the world and getting, her finding her way in the world, would necessarily view it.
I didn't want to lose Iris, but
It's tough when the child doesn't know who their real parent is and believes the
Fate
adoptive
can be
parent
cruel.
is the real parent. That can
God used
sometimes
other
end
means
badly.
to take Iris from me.
Yeah, what about this brain tumor? I almost forgot about that. When did that,
In January,
yeah.
Iris
We
suddenly collapsed.
talked about this briefly
It was
before.
caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said.
Yes,
if you
I
remember
distinctly
me
remember this
telling you.
conversation.
But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment.
Oh, it's not swapping her
It
brain with
was.
somebody else with a sync machine, which is what I thought she was going to refer to, honestly.
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body
that's why
and
she
cure
knows
illnesses.
so much about them.
They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Interesting. Okay.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary,
No,
wasn't
not with
something
a
I could
teacher's
afford.
salary. You're never going to afford
I
that in a
thought
million
hard
years.
about it. About how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution.
So you
Time passed.
blackmailed Sosajima for it. That's why you were at his
Before
place.
I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her
Yep.
time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money. before
Yep,
it was
alright,
too late.
and then you went to
So I thought
Sosajima.
of a plan to blackmail Sosajima.
Yeah, I would have come to that conclusion, like, in February, honestly. I would have been going at that earlier.
2 days ago,
Oh,
on Saturday night,
that's why he
I
was
called
there.
So
We
and
followed him when
invited
he
him
was
to come to
meeting
the
you, and
warehouse.
you were blackmailing him if we'd
He
stuck
agreed to
around
come.
longer.
after I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So
Oh,
came.
so when I came in, or when Date came
When he
in,
finally arrived,
you just stayed behind the forklift and no one knew. You snuck out after Date left. Interesting. Okay, so you were there the whole time and you saw Date pass out.
he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body.
Well, you kind of positioned it. You didn't really lay it.
He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was
I wouldn't
fazed.
have called that a
Seeing
whimper.
a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a
Yeah.
recording and sent it to his phone.
Oh, to prove you were there? To prove that he saw it? Or did you pre-record a message?
I know what happened 18 years ago.
Oh, you pre-recorded a
I
message.
know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later, and don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito, not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
Yeah, see, it wouldn't even matter if she could necessarily connect it to Sosajima. The
I
rumors
told him to
alone would
keep
destroy his
quiet
career.
and cut ties with the Kumakuras, even if he found out who I was.
Oh, and he...
Without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me, and there's no way he'd risk his political career not to go after
Yeah.
me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the window.
He also didn't run out. You're exaggerating slightly, but that's human nature, so let it slide. And then Date came in right afterwards.
I came out of my hiding place to put Monica's body back, but then something unexpected happened.
Date walked in.
I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me, and when you were done looking around,
Yeah, which took me way probably longer than it should have, but let's be honest. And then he sees the body.
It can't be.
Why would you sit the body up, though? Yeah, we never did see what Date did in here.
Iris.
Interesting.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter.
I, figured that out
But
ages ago.
Iris's father is Sosajima.
Yep.
Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito.
Yep.
However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby.
Yep.
Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her,
Yep.
just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more.
Yep.
Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year.
Yep.
The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology.
Yep.
However, that treatment is restrictively expensive.
Yep.
Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money.
Yep.
The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly.
Yep.
That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse.
Yep.
She was the one who called So to the warehouse.
Yep.
On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So.
Yep.
That is the summary of what we have learned so far.
Thanks, Iba, for a completely unnecessary summary of what we just listened to. Thank you so much.
But there are some things I have yet to understand.
Same thing, Iba.
Pull yourself together.
Like,
Ask her questions.
where am I? Who am I? What am I doing here?
Date, snap out of it.
Oh, hi. Yeah, did Stranger know?
No, I did not.
Okay, so this was
All
a
of
solo
was
adventure.
My idea. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Fair enough. At least it checks out and kind of corroborates some
Probably
other
don't
stories
have
I've
to
heard.
ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then I left.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene. It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts.
Yep. That's...
Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook
Yeah,
Monica
there's
for
spitting
Iris.
images.
The
Scary.
body did not disappear.
It's problematic.
Tomi moved it.
Clearly.
Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night.
Iba, please stop summarizing things I already know. Give me another summary, though.
There's still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago.
Yep.
However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko
Good point.
and Donna.
Why are people dying still? Why did Shoko die?
Their murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So.
Yes, I agree on that one. But I'm not sure how they're
Think
connected.
about it later. More importantly,
More importantly, what? We're setting up for a huge problem here. What is it, Otomi? You gonna drop another info bomb
Where
on
are
me?
you going?
to look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
So, that's
Do you
gonna...
know something?
Yes.
What do you know? Do you have a
At around
GPS
4
on her?
o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using
Of
the
course.
voice
Why not?
modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain.
It could be so.
It could be number 89.
Or it could be number 89, but I don't buy that.
Iris is in danger right now.
Oh, there's a whole story attached to this.
The
Okay,
voice
sure.
asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
Oh, with me. Excellent.
Me?
Yes.
That's
The
promising.
culprit knows me? It must be Renju.
Not necessarily.
What location?
We needed that pause for dramatic effect.
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
You know, I knew he was lying to me, but I wasn't exactly expecting this move. What's your problem? Oh, you shot her.
Date. Run.
And, okay, so you're done lying to me now.
Boss!
That's fine. And
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
it's a trank gun. It's not a real
What
gun.
are you
Okay.
doing?
My orders! They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation?
Yeah, aren't we,
Shoko
like,
or
unofficial?
Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monica's murder.
Monica?
I didn't know
But
we
her
were
case is all but
investigating it.
completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right?
I don't like that expression
We
in your face,
say
Peter.
nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsujima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been
Interesting.
stripped of your authority on this investigation as of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
But why are you enforcing this out of curiosity? This is kind of a
Ira,
strange
can you turn
move.
the power off.
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
This is a turn of events I wasn't quite expecting. Like, I knew he was in on it, but... This is still strange. I don't blame you for breaking the arm. It's security. Why did you leave the gun in there with him unless it's got no ammo? But even still, there's probably ammo lying around
Now
somewhere you
tell
could
me,
take.
where is the location?
I can't tell you.
What?
Why not?
How are we gonna get
If I
there?
told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you?
Oh, okay. That's actually good thinking. Smart woman.
But if I don't go with you,
They kill Iris.
Alright, take me there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Good thinking, Hitomi. Smart woman. Like, kudos to her. I'm super curious as to how this all goes down. Like, I don't even know where we're going with this. The whole Iris plot is coming out of left
I know
field
this
considering the
place.
brain tumor.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
Yeah, they're hiding an experimental sing machine that was stolen. Oh, so you're starting to remember
I'm
things.
sorry. This is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory.
That's weird.
They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything
It's
I have
Pewter.
accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
He would have to be.
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time.
Alright.
4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Peter will be able to access logic, my core programming.
Sure.
He would be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Dante. They are attempting to limit your power by removing me from the equation.
Which is fair.
I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. The most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours.
Nothing like a 4-hour time limit.
Yes.
Sure.
I will cease to exist.
Interesting.
Date? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just...
All right. Now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
Sweet. Awesome. Beautiful. I just love time limits. They really make me happy. Oh boy. I doubt it's a hard limit, though. The plot seems to be moving
I'll go
on
in
relatively
first.
smoothly,
You wait here.
barring serious errors on my part. You're gonna find an experimental sync machine that Iris has been to before.
Is that...
Who's in it already? Oh, okay.
Renju?
Renju dies in both realities. And... number 89? Okay. Why? Okay. So... where are we going from here? Oh, you're gonna... Okay. That was an ending. Sweet. Cool. Alright. Sure. Yeah, let's save. Okay. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Seems legit. Sure. So... Okay. Oop, that's locked. Alright. Perfect. And this is unlocked? Yay! Alright, so... Alright. There's no branching path off of this one, which is fairly interesting. Alrighty then. Yeah, alright. Well, that'll make a great conclusion to this episode, I guess. Now that I'm vaguely confused, but now we get to go back to the ultra happy everyone's dead green reality. Yay! With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you very much for joining me. Did I say enjoyed this? I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me make sure that I said that correctly. And thank you all for joining me. I hope... you'll get that twice if I was correct the first time. But if you liked this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please ignore me. Have a great 24 hours.